Today we're going to go from this to this to this. How cool is that? Let's do this. Today we are going to talk about making a pen start to finish, but first let me introduce myself. My name is Jake Thompson. I own the company Jake Blanks, primarily do silicone molds, and we also do a show every Saturday called Saturday Morning Cartoons. And I'm friendly with Alumilite. Use Jake 10 at checkout. Come and see us every Saturday on Saturday Morning Cartoons if you want a great place to hang out with a bunch of great people. With that being said, the next thing we're going to talk about is safety, gloves, glasses, a well-ventilated area. You be safe in your shop, I'll be safe in my shop. I'm not going to be wearing a respirator today because I'm going to be talking to you, and I do have a well-ventilated area. So let's get started. The purpose of today's video is to let people know Alumilite Clear Slow is the proper product for turning pens on the lathe and making these blanks. And there's a couple reasons for it. The hardness is, I'm not going to go into technical specs or anything, but it needs to be hard enough to have a pen that is not going to be denting and scratching all the time, but it's not going to be so hard that it's going to be chipping out on the lathe. And I also have tools when we get to that part that I use on the lathe that'll keep me from chipping out also. There's a couple things you need to know about Alumilite Clear Slow. One of them is you need to weigh them, separate them out by weight. So part A needs to be the same weight as part B. And I've already done that here today. This is 300 grams and 300 grams. The other thing is you need to have a pressure pot. You just have to have a pressure pot. It's part of this chemical reaction process. It's going to create bubbles, so you need to have it in a pressure pot. It's non-negotiable. You just have to do it. So you have to weigh it. You have to have a pressure pot. Those are the only really negative things about it, if you would even consider it negative. The alternative is to use longer working time epoxies, which you're just not going to get the same hardness, and you're not going to get as successful as the swirling effect that we're going to get. So now let's talk about what we're going to use right now, and let's make some pen blanks. Obviously, it's going to be the resin first, 300. We talked about that. We need some molds to pour into. Well, I have this one here and this one here. This one's going to be for people that don't want to cut the blanks. It's going to be just as fine, but you don't have to cut the blanks. Today, I want you to see the swirling very well. So I'm going to use this one. What we're going to swirl it with is a fun funnel. And all this is, if you can see in there, is a funnel that has sections in it and holes on the bottom. So it's going to come out evenly, have a silicone thingy that goes on there normally. And when you get ready to pour, you can do that. But what we'll do, since this is a block mold, I'm just going to set it right in there like that. No big deal. It will swirl this resin perfectly. I have some cups and a cup holder. Also sell these on the site. It'll save you, because I've definitely dumped some resin out on the floor before. So that, we have some eye candy pigments paste we're going to use today. One of them is SMC green, Saturday Morning Cartoon green. That's pretty cool. Tiffy blue, Bucky red, and Sakura pink. I already have them in this cups, and we'll talk about that a little bit more whenever we get started mixing. Speaking of that, I just need to mix. I'm going to put these together, go ahead and mix it up for a few minutes until I know that this is crystal clear and mixed, and I'll divvy it up into smaller cups. So I'll just wait till we're about to pour it, and I'll show you the fun funnel. Alumilite Clear Slow has a 12-minute working time, advertised working time. It's going to depend on the temperature in your shop. We're at 70 degrees right here, and it's going to be right around 12 minutes, but we're also going to shoot for 105 degrees Fahrenheit for this. So as soon as it gets to 100, I'll get everything organized here so I can start to pour it. By the time we pour it, it'll be about 105. So anything over 95 is going to get you a decent swirl. 105 is optimal for the best swirling possible. So when we get to that point, we'll start talking about the rest of it. Now let's talk about something real quick. Just a side note here. You can see when I pull these out of the colors, you can't see the stick underneath it. Same with this one. But these two, you barely can see the stick to that, and you can see the stick pretty well through that. So we're going to go ahead and add a little bit more to these two, because we don't want it see-through. They're going to end up drilling a hole in that pin blank, and after we turn it, it's going to be thin. And if you can see through it now, you're going to be able to see through it later. So go ahead and add a little bit now, and that's the test that you actually use, is if you can see the stick through there. You need more. So let me do that. There we go. It's about 100 degrees, so we're going to go ahead and get this ready. I'm just going to hold this down to the bottom of this and get ready to make some swirls. Here we go. How cool is that? They just come out of there perfectly even. And I won't even need to mix this up afterwards. I'm going to leave it alone, and it'll just do a chemical reaction as we get into the pressure pot. Look how cool that is. And you can do some stuff like this if you want to, but I don't think it's necessary. You'll see. You'll see in the end. To the pressure pot. You can demold these in 2 to 4 hours. If it's a bigger thing like what we're doing today, I'll do it in 2 hours. If it's something smaller like jewelry or something like that, you can go longer. The smaller the amount, the longer it takes the chemical reaction to be done. In 2 hours, we'll be back and we'll demold these things. Look at that. Get it demolded here real quick. You're supposed to let this sit for about a week before you turn it, but I'm going to go ahead and cut these right now. And the reason why you wait is because during the curing process you can get a little bit of shrinkage. So, but I think we can cut these right now, and I'll be right back. I got them cut. Here we go. Let's check it out. Hopefully, let's look at this. Look at that. I almost didn't pour them deep enough, so I barely got to cut any off the top, but look at the sides. This is what we're going to get. This is, let's just take this one. So a couple of things here real quick. Obviously, the pink was probably heavier than the rest because I had to add more to it to get it to be that way. So lesson learned on that one, but look at that. Look how cool it is. This is the pen kit from exoticblanks.com, diamond knurled ballpoint. Has all the stuff that you need to go with it. The bushings, I printed off the instructions right here. Should be pretty easy. This is the blank that we had from just a few days ago. I didn't let it sit a whole week, but here we are. I need to get this prepped. I have a full video on how to turn a pen on my wood turning channel called Woodturning Projects. We'll put a link below. So I'll skip all of that stuff and I'll get this ready. Here we go, it's ready. These bushings are gonna go in here like this. And I'll get that cleaned up in there, but they're gonna go in there like this and go on the lathe, just like that. So let's go to the lathe. I'm excited to turn this pen, but first we gotta talk about safety. I usually use a powered respirator, but I'm gonna be talking, so I'm just gonna use a face shield. At the very least, use a face shield, but always remember this stuff gets kicked up, and a respirator is gonna be always safer. That's one. I took off my watch for this. You don't want anything that can get caught or dangling jewelry, hair, anything. Make sure all that stuff's tucked away. And then the last thing is, if you can hear a dog barking in the background, it's because there's a dog barking in the background. Dogs bark. What can you do about it? The next thing is, here's the bushings. I'll show you these. They go right here. They're going to go inside that blank in that I already prepped. And they're going to go in like that. And we're going to turn this down to this. And this is already in here. Those bushings are already in here. This is an extra set, but just to show you. We're going to turn this down to that, sand, and be done. And this video is more about the resin than the turning, but we're going to see this is going to turn just fine with the help of I'm going to be using carbide tools from Easy Wood Tools. They have a negative rake carbides on them, and I can maybe show you like this. A regular carbide is going to be super flat right there, and the negative rakes are going to be slanted down, and that's going to be super helpful when you're doing resin. It's going to keep it from chipping out. It's not chip out proof, but it sure does help. Traditional tools, I don't use those very much because I started off with these kind of tools and it's always worked. So that's what we're gonna do. And Alumilite Clear Slow is the right amount of hardness, and we're about to polish it and everything too. So let me just stop yapping and get to turning. Dude, look how cool this is gonna be. So we're around here, you can see it start to throw some ribbons off of there, some nice ribbons, and we're on the right track now. So I'm just gonna turn this down until it gets to those bushings, right about that, and we'll start sanding. So let me just turn these. I like it, I like it. And I'm almost down to that bushing. A little bit further away from that one. I'm just gonna slow things down a little bit and try to make this flat and across those bushings. Now I'm gonna go ahead and sand the first couple grits just like this. I have some dust collection here. It's pretty neat. The other cool thing about Alumilite Clear Slow is that it sands and polishes amazing. So I do have videos on my main channel and my wood turning channel on how to sand and polish Alumilite Clear Slow to a glass finish, and I'm going to quickly do it now. I'm going to sand from 120 to 400, and then I'm going to do zona paper, and that's by colors, and then I'm going to do some magic juice to polish this thing up, and then we'll put the pin together. Here's a lathe buddy. We're about to start wet sanding, so I put a lathe buddy down here just to protect my lathe. It's a pretty cool thing. I'm going to use zona paper, and it goes by colors. We're not even going to use all of these. We're going to go to pink, which it goes from 600, 1200, 1800, and then 8000. So pink's 8000. It's not going to take us long. We've already got a good foundation going. So I'm going to get some water over here, and we're going to wet sand this until we're done. The faster you get to wet sanding, the faster you can turn off the dust collection, and the respirator's not as important at that point. So just saying, get to wet sanding as fast as you can. Look at that. And that's before polish. Kind of nicely that's sanded. It's not hard to sand, but it's going to be tough enough to make a good durable pin. So we're about to put some polish on this. It's going to knock your socks off. This is magic juice. There's 6 steps to it, so there's 6 bottles just like this. They're numbered 1 through 6. You're going to zing this thing super high RPM because this is a friction polish and it takes heat from this, and you'll be able to see it clear as day as soon as we get this first step on there. It's super easy. Just get some on your little paper towel. I got blue paper towels now, and I'll put it on there at the same time it starts speeding up. Get a nice little coat on there and you'll be able to see. Look at that already. When it becomes clear like that and it's not changing anymore, as you go back and forth, you're not seeing a haze move or anything, then you know you're done. Let's see. Oh, look how nice that is already. 5 more of those. Hopefully you can see that well. I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing put together, and then we'll talk about it. This video was to let people know that want to start making their own pin blanks for wood turning, that Alumilite Clear Slow is probably the way to go. most of the time. So it's going to be a durable pen. It was easy to pour. It swirls good. It's going to polish well. I don't know what else to say. A lot of people use it, Alumilite Clear Slow, because it's just the old reliable. It's the one that's going to work all the time. This pen is fantastic. Come and see us on the live show. And I actually made 2 of these, and after this video goes live, the next Saturday, we're going to give these away. So it behooves you to leave a comment in the comments. So we'll see you next time, and y'all be good.